Alright, I'm gonna explain some stuff to you guys, because I've typed like 40 paragraphs of how companies work, and this is just gonna be easier, because it will be like 30 minutes of work, and I won't have to type anything ever again. So, I'm gonna harvest this field of sugarcane, and then we'll get into it. The amount of summaries that are showing up talking about scraps tells me that this is going to be worth my time. How did that happen? Bro's trying to steal my sugarcane. Probably gonna tell me to let him help me, but for educational purposes, I'm gonna say no. Alright, so basically, let's go over the warehouse, because this is gonna be the most important place or structure involving everything we do. So this guy here, I'm sure all of you are aware, talk to him, and you'll see the... I don't know what it looks like for you guys, but for me, I can see the active orders, I can see the activity, your build here, and then you can see all the players' refinement here. So let's go over some keywords. So active orders. So these are going to be all of the orders that are in place, which they all kind of look like this. So you've got what it is at the top, and then this yellow number is how much of it. And then total compensation, this is going to be the payout for completing the order. So the parts is the simple part. This is just where it's, so these are unrefined parts. So when the order is completed, which means that the entire, so let's say the birch, all 5,250 of the birch has been fulfilled, then it'll give us a small amount of this number here. And then once we have loaded the train with all of that birch and the train has departed, then the rest of the parts will go to the pool of parts. With the coins though, the coins are a little bit different. So the coins, you don't get any money for when the train departs with a fulfilled order. It's just parts. The money is distributed when someone deposits any amount of the order into the fulfillment area of the warehouse. So, for example, with our sugarcane order here, so you can see there is 948,000 coins left of fulfillment. So if I take my 900 sugarcane here, and I drop it off, then you'll see that it pays me 200,000 coins, and now it's dropped 200,000 coins here. So this number is the total pool of money. It doesn't necessarily mean that every player is going to get that much money. So say, we do the 60 cake order, it doesn't mean every player is going to get 540,000. It means that is how much money will be paid out to the players that deposit any amount of what the order requires. So in this case, 900 sugarcane got me 200,000 coins. So that's a good example of how the payment works. Now you'll notice here, these are the unrefined parts, which this is shared between everyone. So everyone has this same number. What happens with this number is whenever a player clicks the start button, you'll see like when you've completed one of, or if you don't have any parts being made, you'll have a start button. You'll click that, and it'll pull 200 unrefined parts will be pulled from this number, and then it'll start the timer. And then once that timer is up, you'll just click the, like, it'll say complete. It'll look just like this. You just click it, and then it'll give every player 200 parts. So in the meantime, while I go grab another trailer, I'm gonna explain what I guess the importance of that parts crafting is. So it's the only like fully time gated resource that exists within like the company stuff. So every 2 hours, each player can craft 200 refined parts. So it's very limited. There's only 8 spots for players, so only 8 players can be refining those 200 parts at a time. So we can only be making, what is it, 1600 parts every 2 hours, which is actually quite a bit, because each, I guess it's material, each of the refined materials, each part requires 2,000 of the refined materials. So that means we can, in theory, be making So in theory that would mean that we can make 3 parts every 8 hours, which isn't bad between all players. But you can see again, another 200,000 has been dropped from that number. So I don't know how it is for each of the equipment, but essentially, like, we're going to use the harvester as an example because that's what I'm making. The 4-tile harvester requires 8 parts, each part requiring 2,000 refined materials. So it is quite a bit of materials, don't get me wrong, and it will take this company will probably take a few days to like get to that number. There are 4 different equipment as of right now, which is the harvester, the tractor, the water thing, and the truck, which I assume that they're all going to be 8 parts. I could be wrong. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, each time you want to help with one of the orders, literally just take whatever it is you've got to right here, and it'll just automatically start fulfilling the order, and you'll get paid for it. So to better explain how this works, basically, if you have not selected a build, it will ask you to select one, and then you'll just go through whatever equipment is craftable. In this case, I have the ML10 selected, which is the 4-tile harvester. And again, so the refined materials, this is your number. This number is just for you. The complete, like, shared number is going to be the unrefined stuff. This is the number that everyone will see. Every time someone claims their refined parts, or refined materials, then it adds that 200 to everyone's number in the company. So if I finish crafting these materials and then I claim them, it'll give 200 to me and 200 to everyone else in the company as well. And then whenever you're ready, you can click add right here to then add that number to whatever part is being worked on next. I think this is like the suspension or something. So once that hits 2,000, it'll craft that part. And then you can see this number right here is how many parts you've made and how many parts are needed. And then once you have made all the parts, then it'll give you the vehicle. Keep in mind though, it will only give you the vehicle. It's not one person crafts it and then everyone gets it. It's just you. So I realize this video will probably take a bit longer to make, which is fine. But I'm going to wait until we are actually able to fulfill one of the orders, and then I will explain loading the train, because that's also very important. The train arrives every hour on the hour, and then will stick around for 30 minutes, but it only does this through Thursday to Sunday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the train will arrive every hour for 30 minutes. And then leave for another 30 minutes. So say it arrives at noon, it'll be there till 12:30, and then it'll arrive again at 1. You can see right here it's got 2 days left, because it's Monday. So it'll be here in 2 days. So thanks to the combined efforts of the company, we are right about to finish the cocoa order, so I can show you guys what loading the train looks like. Of course, it is not Thursday, so the train won't arrive here naturally, but we can spend a little bit of Robux to call the train, and then I think it'd be worth it, so then I can show you guys how loading it works. Alright, just 100 more. Oh boy. So we've got the last bit of the cocoa for the order. It'll complete here. There it is. And then you will see 200 refined materials get added to the company balance. Looks like he was about to submit the last bit, but that's okay, because maybe he'll help me load the train. I'm gonna go ahead and just delete the last 40 that I've got in here, because I don't want to go all the way back to put it in my silo. So you'll see when you go to Shipment, you drive up here and you can see what orders are completed and ready to be shipped off, and you'll see the shipment will show you how many parts we'll get for doing that. And then if you want to call the train, all you gotta do is go over here and call a train. That is wildly expensive. Wow. Okay. Well, it's for educational purposes. Okay, so then all you gotta do is come up, it'll tell you what you need to withdraw it. So in this case, a crop hauler is needed. If it's like stuff on pallets, it'll just say truck, and then you'll need a flatbed. And then if it's just liquids like milk or whatever, juice, then you'll need to come up with a liquid hauler. So we'll just click withdraw order, and then it's gonna load your trailer up. We're gonna wait for the train to arrive. Okay, train's coming around. So you can see on the train, each of the cars kind of corresponds to what you're loading it with. So the tanker is going to be for liquids. I'm pretty sure that the boxcar and flatbed are the same. And then this one at the end here, this is going to be your funnel car for crops and such. So literally all you're going to do is kind of go in this circle here of just withdrawing and then depositing it into the car it needs to go into. So this is just loading the train. And of course, if it's a pretty big order and you know it's going to take a while to do, it's always easier when you have anyone else in the company around to help. Alright, and then once the train has been loaded, it'll give you that message that once the train has departed, we'll get the parts. So in about, I'm assuming it's going to be in another 20 minutes or so, the train will depart, and once it does that, then 2,000 unrefined materials will be added to our balance, and then that just adds more, and again, that number is shared between everyone. And then you just want to, every 2 hours, every so often, come on and then start crafting materials. Make sure you've claimed your materials so that everyone else can work their way toward getting the equipment. So that is pretty much all I've got to show you guys. If you have any more questions, of course, just let me know, and I'll see you around.